Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today I have a book haul and I have a lot of books to get through. So I'm gonna try and get through these quickly. So first up, I wanted to tell you about the books that I got for the Houston bookstore crawl. I didn't participate in this last year, but I'm very excited to be participating in it now. I have to visit all of like the little local bookstores and you get a stamp for every bookstore that you visit. And then after like 15, I think, you get to be in a drawing for a prize. I don't know what's all in the basket. I don't care. It's just an excuse for me to go to all of these really cool local bookstores, and you don't have to buy a book or buy anything if you don't want to. I've been to 5 bookstores so far. I can't wait to go to a few others on this list. So first, I'm just gonna start with Kaboom Books, which is a local used bookstore. They are amazing. They always have a really good selection. There's been a few books that I've been looking for to grab from there that they don't have, but I always find something when I go there. So the first book I have is Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. I believe this is a literary fiction. I saw this quite a bit a few years back, but I just never picked it up, and they had it, so I figured I would. This follows a mom and her daughters. It's during COVID, and her daughters come and visit her, and the mom shares a story of like this big romance that she had in her life. And they worked at this like theater called Tom Lake. So that's all I know about it. I've heard really good things, so I hope that I also enjoy it. Night Film by Marisha Pessel. This is a thriller horror, I believe. I saw this years ago and it has a really cool layout. Like there's all these like little case file things in it. But this is following a man that is investigating the mysterious death of a reclusive film director's daughter. They ruled it a suicide, but he does not think that's the case. And as he starts to try and unravel that mystery, I think there's some more going on in this woman's life than he even knew was there. I haven't really heard anything about it, but I mean, again, this was like years ago that this came out. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. Let me know if you've read this, because I feel like I maybe saw some mixed reviews on this, but I might be getting it confused with a different book, so I don't know. Drood by Dan Simmons. I've only read one other book by Dan Simmons, and that was Children of the Night, which was like a coming of age, I think it was like a vampire story. I don't know, it's been a few years since I've read it, but I saw this and I figured I'd pick it up. This is horror. This is about Charles Dickens and his like mysterious double life, I guess. I don't know much about Charles Dickens, I'll be honest with you, so I don't really know a lot about this. I do know that it's going to take forever and a day to read because it's over 600 pages and the font is very small. I have 3 hardcover Brando Sando books that I'm very excited to own. I have them in paperback. I wanted them in hardback because I want to keep these copies very nice. Whoops, those were in the wrong order. I just have to find room for these on my shelf. Okay, this next book was not part of any of the bookstores that I visited today, but it is something that I purchased recently, and that's Just Friends by Haley Pham. This is supposed to be like a contemporary romance. I did start reading this. I'm gonna talk more about this book in another video, but I own it. The next set of books I got at Books by the Bay here in LaPorte, Texas. So first I got Other People's Summers by Sarah Morgan. I actually got this from a blind date with a book from them a couple of months back, so this was not part of the bookstore crawl, but it is something I picked up recently. I don't know anything about this, but I do have the card that came in the blind date with a book package. So this is a contemporary fiction. It talks about estranged best friends and them reuniting, small town lakeside escape, found family energy, an actress in a scandal, a single mom rebuilding her life, and secrets between friends. Quiet life versus fame. Sometimes you go back to move forward. I've never heard of this book before, never heard of this author. Hopefully I enjoy it. The cover's kind of cute, so this might be like a little summer poolside read. Then I have Days at the Taranka Cafe, I am probably butchering that, by Satoshi Yagasawa. I have read Days at the Moribasaki Bookshop by this author and really enjoyed it. I still need to read the second book for that, and then I plan on reading this. In this, we get to hear stories from each of the people that like go to the cafe, and kind of a little bit about their lives is what I'm gathering here from the back. For the cover, I love this. But I love all of the covers for these books. They're super cute. I love the art style. So don't know when I'm going to get to that, but I own it. The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. Abby Jimenez is one of my favorite authors of all time. I love her books so much, except for this one. This was her debut novel, so it makes sense that it really wasn't up to par with some of the other ones I've read. I don't remember a lot of it, I'll be honest with you. I am remembering more of this now that I'm kind of skimming the back, and I do remember not liking the couple in this book at all. They were pretty infuriating, but one of the things about Abby's books is that she, while writing like a cute romance, also tackles some heavier topics. And in this one, our main character, Kristen, is dealing with grief and infertility. I don't know if I'm ever going to reread this, but I wanted to own all of Abby's books, so I had to add it to my collection. One of my most anticipated releases of the year, I have The Night We Met, also Abby Jimenez. I love this cover. Sprayed edges and gorgeousness there. It is signed, which I'm very excited about because that makes 2 books that I have by Abby that are signed. And there is a really cute illustration in here. If I can find it. One moment. Super cute. Wish it was in color though. I know that this is supposed to be like a second chance romance, but I know that our main character had a boyfriend back in the day. I don't know how long ago, but when she met his best friend, there was some really good chemistry there between her and the best friend, but obviously they don't pursue each other because she's in a relationship. At least I don't think they do. I love her books so much. I love her characters. I love the world that she creates and how there's Easter eggs throughout all of the books that kind of hint to other things. I can't get enough of her books. So I can't wait to finally read this. So then I have The Murderbot Diaries by Martha Wells. I actually didn't know that this was a show. I guess I live under a rock. But in this book, we follow a robot, and from what I know, Murderbot becomes like self-aware, and I know that Murderbot likes watching like trash TV and movies and listening to music while also trying to pretend that he hasn't become self-aware, or they become self-aware. I don't know, he, she, they, not sure, but I'm excited to get to this. I don't know. I think I'm really going to like this book. I know there's multiple in this series, so I'm excited to get to it. God knows when I'm going to, of course, but hopefully I like it. Then I have Diavola, pretty sure is how you pronounce that, by Jennifer Thorne. This is actually the Books by the Bay book club pick for their mystery thriller book club. So I actually was just going to pick this up just to pick it up, and then they let me know it was the book club pick, so I guess I'm going to that. This follows our main character, Anna, who is going on a family vacation with her, I think, pain in the ass family, honestly. And when they're there, they go to this remote villa, and it's haunted, apparently, or supposedly haunted. I don't know. This is not the normal cover you see for like a family vacation novel, like mystery thriller, so I'm excited to see what's in store with this one. Lastly, I got this book at Good on Paper in Houston, and that is Matt Dinniman's Operation Bounce House. I'm so excited for this book. I really enjoy Matt Dinniman's writing. He is so hilarious. His characters are lovable. His character work is incredible because I have read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I got up to book 6. I'm in the middle of book 6, and while it's like completely out of this world, like crazy, like hopefully will never happen, like it's pretty science fiction lit RPG, they feel extremely real and you get so attached to his characters so quickly, and I hope that this book does the same. I need more Dungeon Crawler Carl vibes. I know I need to finish the series. The next book is coming out soon. Give me time. I will do it. I will get there. I have absolutely no clue what this book is about. I just saw Matt Dinniman had a new book come out and I bought it. Okay, and then lastly, I went to Dreamers Books and Culture. They are at this really cool place called Ironworks, and there's just like a bunch of little shops in there. I had no idea that was in Houston, like at all. They gave me one of their bookmarks. I got a sticker, And then I also got this really gorgeous postcard. I love this. I actually wish I had this in like a bigger print, but I think I'm gonna frame this and like hang this up. It's gorgeous. And then they also gave me this. While I was at Good on Paper, I forgot, I picked up this little Taylor Swift sticker. They also gave me a bookmark. There was another bookstore we went to, I forgot, Moss Rose Bookshop. That was a really cute bookstore. I wish I wouldn't, well, I don't wish I wouldn't have spent more money. I just wish I had more money because I would have bought more books there. But they made totes for this bookstore crawl. So that's the front. That's like the Houston area. And then all of the bookshops that are participating. But that is all the books that I have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that I see you in the next video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.